We will start. Another 2 minutes. You just give us a quick bhajan, one bhajan. 2 minutes is there. Some small bhajan. Amma will chant up. Yeah.
Jai Guru Omkara, Jai Jai Sadguru Omkara, Jai Guru Omkara, Jai Jai Sadguru Omkara, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Har 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 Mahadeva. Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Har 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 Mahadeva, Har Har Mahadeva, Mahadeva, Shiva 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 Sada Shiva, Shiva 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 Sada Shiva, Jai Guru Jaya Jaya Sadguru Omkara, Jaya Guru Omkara, Jaya Jaya Sadguru Omkara, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Har 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 Mahadeva, Har Har Mahadeva, Shiva 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 Sada Shiva, Shiva 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 Sada Shiva, Jai Guru Rama, Jaya Jaya Sadguru Rama.
Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsacha Murmadhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Bhadram Kanne Vishunayama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshaviryadatraha Tirairangai Stuvagam Stanubhi Vishema Deva Hitam Yadayu Dastina Indro Vruddhastavaha Svastina Pusha Vishvaveda Svastina Staksho Arishtanemi Svastino Brihaspati Dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Among that.
Jati niti kula gotra duragam Nama rupa guna dosha varjitam Desha kala vishayati vartiyad Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani Yat param sakala vada gocharam Gocharam vimala bodha chakshusha Shuddha chidghanam anadivastu yad Brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani षड्भिरूर्मिभिर योगी योगिहृद् भावितं न करणैर्विभावितं बुद्ध्यवेद्यमनवद्यमस्ति यद् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि भ्रान्तिकल्पितजगत्कलाश्रयम् स्वाश्रयं च सदसद्विलक्षणम् निष्कलं निरुपमानवद्धि यद् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि जन्मवृद्धि परिणत्यपक्षय व्याधिनाशन विहीनमव्ययम् विश्वसृष्ट्यवविघातकारणम् ब्रह्मतत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि.
A lot of people believe they have to do something positive. Because in this world, you don't get anything for not doing. Only when you do something, you get it. So, because they are so rooted in that belief, they can't believe that God is only to be known, nothing to do, and to be owned. Yes, as long as their mind is like that, they have to go through sadhanas. There is no choice. But scriptures always gave us a shortcut. They said, instead of trying to detach, struggle, and all that, see God only in all. That's the simplest. Simple, easy, pleasurable. If to see God only in all, then you have to suggest to yourself this world is his own Leela appearing in him as though different, like the waves, the bubbles, are all nothing but water, but they appear to be different. That potential, not changing itself to appear as though it's different, is in the water itself, is in gold itself when it comes to the various ornaments. He is in you when you dream. You don't change, but you seem to be different. Right? So this conviction has to come. The seen world is also himself, because negating again is a headache. Negating is not so easy. Seen world is also himself. There is no creation at all. That is Gaudapada's philosophy. He doesn't say seen world is unreal. He says seen world is real. It is only God. He appears like that. Ramana Bhagavan says the same thing. Both Jnani and Ajnani see the same world. But Jnani sees Bhagavan in the world. Ajnani believes whatever he sees, that alone is real. And try to judge things, compare things with our little mind. He is happy, I am not happy. I must have done some sins. Right? With our little mind, we try to judge. If we have faith on him, you know that each one needs different experiences, like each patient needs different treatment, different medicines. So the all-loving Lord, you have to first understand what is love of the Lord. That if you understand, everything else will be clear. Can anybody count the cells available in this world? Because each minute dust particle has life in itself. If that is the case, can anybody count the number of cells possible? Because every dust particle also has it. Who can count? Nobody can count. Those countless speck of things also have to liberate themselves. They have to also come out of it. Even those things have to come out of it. Who does it? God does it. Till they evolve to be a rational human being, he evolves them from stage to stage, stage to stage. Once you are a human being, he says, I have given you the intellect, I have given the knowledge, wisdom, you only have to know yourself. So that is why Papa Punya is only for the human being. Because you have the intellect, you anywhere any power is there, it can be used, misused, abused. Any power. So I have given the intellect to you. You can elevate yourself or you can go down. So the efforts to elevate is called punya. The efforts to go down is called papa. That you only human beings have because he has given us the intellect. Again, papa is not a thing he gives. He gives suffering because of papa. These minute things are very important for you to understand. Because of papa you are suffering. He is not giving account. You did this, so you suffer. No. Because you did that, for you to change, you need this experience. Because you lived like that, for you to change, you need this experience. No question of his punishing anybody. No question of his punishing anybody. And he is taking each minute cell up to the level of the human being and giving all the faculties for him to evolve. How many are there? How much work is there? What is his love? You and I will only cater Chinmaya mission anywhere only if there is some decent man. You understand? Somebody comes through this gate, highly educated, saintly man, but situations, torn dress, dirty dress, big bed, he looks like a beggar. Our security won't allow. Our security won't allow. This is the difference between us and God. That's his love. He doesn't discriminate. He attends to every cell. He doesn't discriminate, attends to every cell. He doesn't punish anybody. He only gives different experiences for at different times for different people for them to evolve. That's his love. To me, moksha and all that are terms which we don't understand. I don't understand because I have not experienced. But I experienced his love. To recognize his love is enough for a human birth. You have recognized his love, that is enough. Known thing. Why you bother about moksha and all that? What you don't know. Recognize His love. See Him everywhere. Understand? So that means the seen world has to be explained. So the best explanation is Gaudapada. You can't improve on that. Every other thing is right. All views are right. But step by step, every view is right. Gnosticum is also right. Because when a child is born, he doesn't know anything, God and all that. Gradually you evolve. So no view is wrong, but different stages. But the Ajatavada of Gaudapada is the ultimate. There is nothing beyond it. He has reached the pinnacle of thinking and philosophy. Ajatavada. There is no creation at all. What all this I see? It's only God. He has in him the potentiality to appear like this. So, through various logics up to this chapter, what we are doing, he has proved this by proving the fallacies of different vadas. Yes, several vadas. Main vadas are Sankhya, Parinamavada, Nyaya Vaiseshika, Arambhavada, Kshanika Vijnanavada of the Buddhists. And then there are several sects. There is one more Vada, Bhutarthavada, and then Mimamsakas, Karmaphala. Then comes Vedanta, there itself, Dvaita, Advaita, Visishta Advaita. Then Advaita itself, different schools with Vivartavada and Ajatavada. Different schools are there. All right. So he has, through his logic, has proved to us all of them are only partial. Advaita is the ultimate. Up to now, he has dealt with all these different vadas and said they are only partial. They are only partial. No master will say, unless on the context, depending on the context, they may say this is not true, that is not true. But when they say many a time, nobody will say anything is wrong. Everything has a place. Everything has a place. So now he is going to start. Up to now, through logic, he has proved the fallacies of different arguments. Now he is going to raise questions by himself and answer them. See the difference. Earlier, he, through logic, negated them. Now he raises questions, doubts, and answers them. This method is called Purvapaksha and Siddhanta. Purvapaksha is the one who raises an objection is called a Purvapakshi. The answer given is called Siddhanta. The person is called Siddhanti. Right? So that's what now he is going to do. He is going to raise doubts from these people and answer them. After that, with one simple example, he will completely solve all problems. The loveliest and simplest example, that is about 50 verses, that only. And here also what we are going to do today, there are many verses repeated in Vaititya Prakarana earlier. Purva apara parignanam ajateve paridipakam jayamanadrivai dharmat katham purvam na gruhyate. Purvam is Purvam apara, cause and effect. cause and effect. If they are there, right? You should be able to explain their sequence, which is Purva, which is later. Since you are not able to do, it means there is nothing like that. The inability to show what is Purva, what is Aparam, only establishes Ajatavada. Since you are not able to do, then Ajatavada is the only answer. And then he says, if you say that these jivas, this world is created from a cause, what is your problem in trying to explain to us what is a cause? If you say it has come from a cause, what is your problem in trying to tell us what it is? Svatova paratovavi na kinchit vastu jayate. Sad asad asadvavi na kinchit vastu jayate. From a table, you can't produce another table unless you break it. From a table, you can't produce another table. From a table, you cannot produce a jar. So, swataha, from this, you cannot produce another thing of its nature. Or from this, you cannot produce something totally different. So what does it prove? There is no creation. Because from anything, you cannot produce something else, either of its own species or some other species. Then what do we see? All this is done only. Chandogya Upanishad says, Vikaro Namadheyam, just appearances of the same material. Name and form only. Name and form only. I don't want to brush aside like that. I want you to seriously think. Why do you say it's only name and form? Because a table is different, a cloth is different. You analyze scientifically, all of them are 5 elements. Please think. You are not going to get another chance to listen to it in the simplest way. So please think. All of them, when analyzed, they are only the 5 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, and space. That much agree? Now these 5 elements are not independent. From space comes from air comes fire, from fire comes water, from water comes earth. Therefore, earth is nothing but space. Earth is nothing but space. And what is space, time and space? Nothing but your mind. Is there some standard thing as the mind? Nothing. Time and space are concepts of the mind. If it is real, you will never miss. Consciousness is real. Even when you are sleeping, you don't miss it. Time and space, when the mind is not there, you don't experience. When the mind is not, oh, just because I don't experience doesn't mean time and space is not there. Okay. Now, if you are close to sun, if you are not calculating, if you've gone above the earth, not calculating in terms of rotation of this thing, appearing sun and this thing, where is time? That time, even if it is there, is different. Here, you are dotting time from sunrise to sunset. But if you go above this, that framework is different. Right? And in sun itself, there is no time because there is no rising, there is no setting. You understand? So therefore it is mine. It is mine. I given full logic. I could have easily said and gone. Nobody would have questioned the way in which you see time and space. Ants don't see. Ants don't see. For them, whole life is one day. In one day, they are born, they are married, they breed children, they die. So for them, that one day is even 100 years. I could have escaped. No, I want complete logically convince you. Therefore, I am saying this time varies from your position. If you are in sun, since there is no sunrise, no sunset, there is no time at all. Time is experienced by us with reference to the sunrise and sunset. And in different planets, it's different. And in sun, it is not there at all. So therefore, it is only mind, time and space. Why did I do this? Because air is water, water is fire, fire is air, air is space, space is mind. Because time and space are same, they are not different. Science also says that time and space are, Einstein also says that. Point to point, the period taken is called time. The distance is called space. Right? So therefore, if space is not there, if all the five elements have come from space, there is no creation at all. It's all the mind only. It's only mind only. And you experience every day when you are sleeping, when the mind is not there, there is no world. Only when you get up, when the mind comes, the world is there. So, therefore, it says, nothing can come out of itself, or something else can come from something. Creation is not possible, logically not possible. Heturna jayate anadehe phalam chapi svabhavataha adirna vidyate yasya tasya hi adirna vidyate. Mimamskas say that the world is from effect. From the effect, phala, karma phala. World comes from karma phala. That is God to them. They don't even believe in a God. Karma phala is God. That has the need potentiality to create the various things. Yes. If karma phala is there, somebody should have done the karma. Who created that man? Who created that man? And for you, karma, you need several things, paraphernalia. Who created all that for you? So that cannot be accepted. The cause cannot be produced from an effect. That is karma phala. You can't produce a cause for the world. And everybody says cause is infinite, God is infinite. And what sort of God is he if he is born out of karma phala? It has to be finite. Nor effect is born out of itself. Cause is not born out of the effect. Neither the effect is born out of itself. That which is free from beginning means infinite. If anything is begun, it has to have an end. If something is beginningless, it's beyond time. Whatever is in time has a beginning. Beyond time means immortal, infinite. And therefore, it has no birth. The moment it has birth, it becomes finite. It becomes finite. And now there's a lovely thing. Pragnapte sannimittatva sannimittatvam anyatha dvayanashataha sankleshasya upalabdhesya paratantra pitatada. I told you, now he is raising objections himself. He says, for you to have the knowledge of the chair should be there. He is raising a doubt. You have the knowledge of the chair should be there. So the object is there. You cannot say there is no world. Right? There is no world. You are seeing a wave. You are seeing a wave. Is the wave different from water, ocean and all that? So seeing is not a proof. You are seeing mountains. And we have seen that when you analyze, when you dismantle, all of them come to space, and space itself is mind. So seeing is no proof. Earth is stationary. We are feeling. Is it true? Earth is stationary. Is it true? It's not true. Earth is flat. Is it true? So, seeing is not a proof. Seeing itself is not a proof. You don't see gravitational force. Is it there or is it not there? Even if you don't see it is there. Therefore, seeing something, not seeing something is not a proof. So, you see an object, therefore there should be an object. You see several things in your dream. That doesn't mean they are really there. Dream, on waking up, I am not there. But in waking, I saw this chair yesterday. I go to sleep today. I come back tomorrow, I see the same chair. So it should be true. In dream also, 2-3 days, you see the same thing. Here also, you wake up to your ultimate dimension, it will not be there. You wake up to your ultimate dimension, it will not be there. Not be there means what? It will be there, but you will see everything is only that Sat Chit Anand. And one more thing he says, that is knowledge of the object presupposes there should be an object, that we have explained. One more thing he says, pain. You say the world is not real. Anybody is cut with a knife, pain is there. So pain is real. Pain is real. Pain is real. But it is bad or suffering, you have to analyze. Mountaineering, full of risks. Full of risk. Pain. Why do people take pain? Because it is no pain to them. It is no pain to them. Panchagni Vratam. 5 fires all round and stay in between. Why do people take it? It's no pain to them. Tapovan Maharaj has to sometimes sleep on ice. Why did he take up? Because it is no pain to him. You understand? So pain may be there, but it's your interpretation. It is your interpretation. Another example. Right? The mother is delivering. Acute pain. There cannot be any greater pain than that. You start distributing chocolates. Why? How can you do that when there is pain? How can you do that when there is pain? It's your interpretation. It is your interpretation. Because you do not have a complete picture. You see things partially. You think partially. You dub something as good, something as bad. See the way in which these masters have thought about. For us, even these doubts won't come. प्रज्ञप्ते सन्निमित्तत्वं इष्यते युक्तिदर्शनात् निमित्तस्य निमित्तस्य अनिमित्तत्वात् दृश्यते भूतदर्शनात्. This pragnapti, this knowledge of an object from vyavahara is to be accepted. But on analysis, understanding, it is not there. Because reality has three dimensions. Paramarthika, Vyavaharika, Pratibhasika. In absolute nature of mind, all of us are the same. Sat Chit Ananda. But Vyavahara, you are different, I am different. And in dream, the dream person is different because that person is the reflection of this truth in thought pool. That is called Pratibhasika Satya. Water seen through different forms, Pratibhasika. Wave is different, bubble is different, Vyavaharika. Water alone is the truth, is Paramarthika. Everything has three dimensions, three realities. Paramarthika Satta, Pratibhasika Satta, Vyavaharika Satta. Right? So, from Vyavahara, you have to accept duality. But from analysis and understanding, there is no duality. The duality seen is only the non-dual truth. Chittam na samsprishyate artham na arthabhasam tathaiva cha amrito hi abhuto hi yatascha artho na arthabhasa tatapratak. Vijnanavadis, you see, it is the realistics, one sect of Buddhists who said, if there is a knowledge of the object should be there. Now another sect of Buddhists say, there is no object because mind doesn't touch the object. You experience the object in the mind. Mind doesn't touch the object. There is no object, nor it reflects on the mind. The object, because this main school is mind is nothing but the various forms reflected in the self. Name and form reflected in the self. He says it's not possible. The Vijnanavadi, Kshanika Vijnanavadi says it's not possible. So nothing touches it, nor there is a reflection. It's all the mind. Gaudapada uses this logic to dismiss the other Buddhists. And finally he says, even the mind is not there. In reality, it's only a projection of the Lord. He himself projects. Even the mind is not different from himself. He only projects. Therefore, because what is the small difference between Vijnanavadis and Advaitins? Vijnanavadins accept mind as the ultimate. Advaitins believe that mind itself is a projection of the ultimate. Mind itself is a project. When the ultimate turns its attention towards forms, it becomes the mind. When the ultimate turns its attention to the forms, again in him, Again, in him, the water turns its attention to the form, wave and bubble. It becomes a mind. You understand? A thought, I am a wave, he is a bubble. But in reality, nothing is happening. In reality, nothing is happening. So the mind itself is the Leela of water to appear as the wave, the bubble, and the ocean. It's all the Leela of Bhagavan. Therefore, even the mind, it doesn't accept Gaudapada. But right now, to answer the realist, he takes that vada and he dismisses them and ultimately says, dismisses that also. Because the logic of Gaudapada is, mind is formed by the objects. Mind is formed because you see an object, you have a perception. Those perceptions are mind. You hear something, you see something, that is mind. So, when I say there is no creation at all, no objects at all, where is the mind other than God? Because for the mind to exist, there should be an objective world. He dismisses both. He uses one against the other and dismisses both. Nimittam na sata chittam samsprishat yadhasu trishu animitto viparyasaha katham tasya bhavishyati. He says animittasya. The first line is explained already. Animittasya, where something is neither a cause nor an effect. Animittasya, how can the mind be ever subject to delusion if there is no cause for any such mental mischief? Delusion is only possible if there is some creation. If there is some creation, delusion is possible. No object at all, no creation at all, you only are there. So, therefore, even delusion is not possible. What is Gaudapada trying to say? You are only trying to explain something to appease your mind, like Sri Shankara. You don't see a rope, you see a snake. His guru's guru. Gaudapada doesn't even accept that. The rope itself has in it the potentiality to appear as a snake. That's the difference. Both are not differing in fact. Shankara doesn't say there is a creation. But at our stage, it is too difficult for us to accept straight Gaudapada. So he says, you don't see the rope, you see a snake. Gaudapada says, there is no question of that cause-effect relationship. Also, the snake is projected by the rope because in it has that capacity to project itself differently. There is no creation. There is no creation. Tasman na jayate chittam, chitta drishyam na jayate, tasya pashyanti ye jati khevai pashyanti te padam. So therefore, if anybody sees objects seen by the mind and impressions coming in, he is concluding with a vehement statement because he is addressing the student. I have explained so much. Still you believe cause-effect relationship, mind and all that. You are only trying to see the footprints of the birds in the sky. You are trying to see the footprints in the sky. Ajatam jayate yasmat ajatihi prakristataha prakrite anidha bhavaha kadachit bhavishyati. So, ajate jati. That which is unborn, the others put on saying they are born. See, if truth is infinite, there is no time and space. Where there is no time and space, how can something come out? Because something to come out of something, there should be space. There should be space. There is no space where it is not there. So, of the ajati, birth is not possible. Of the ajati, birth is not possible. And that is logical. And then he gives another logic. Nothing in nature changes its characteristic. If it is ajatam, it is ajatam. It cannot become jatam. Famous, our examples are given many times. There is no cold fire or hot ice cream. Right? Anadehi anantvatvam na samsaratya na setyati anantata ya adimataha mokshasya na bhavishyati. If you believe the Ananta has a beginning or something like that, then moksha is also conditioned by time. If you believe the immortal itself has become mortal or something like that, from that cause has come. Anything coming from something is born in time and space. So moksha also is born in time and space. Therefore, that moksha is also not real. What is moksha there? Freeing yourself from all false conceptions. That is all moksha. Moksha is not a thing to be created or obtained. Your state is moksha. Your state is moksha. So seeing yourself in essence is moksha, which is neither a beginning nor an end. Adavante yancha yannasti vartamanepi tattata vitatehi sadrusha santaha avidha iva lakshitaha. That Adi has an end. That which has a beginning has an end. The immortal has no beginning, therefore it cannot have an end. And that immortal only projects itself differently, and you see these differential things to be real. You accept them to be real, mortal. You accept these seen things to be real. The essence in the scene is real, but not the names and forms. They go on changing. He himself changes. Saprayojanata tesham swapne vipratipadyate. Tasmat adi antavatvena mityeva khalu ke smrutaha. Saprayojanata. This we have done, these same verses we have done earlier. Saprayojanata. In dream, what I see on waking up, I can't use. I can't use. In waking, what I kept in fridge before I went to sleep, I can eat tomorrow. Prayojana is there. That prayojana is not there in the dream. So the argument given earlier is, you are hungry in the dream. The food in the fridge doesn't help you. That prayojana of one dimension doesn't help the other dimension. Saprayojana also is not valid. And now you are saying that after getting up, I will see that. In dream, I don't. In dream itself, you see that, and in dream itself, you do something else, again come and take it. You understand? And when do you find dream is false? On waking up. When you will find waking is false? On waking up to that reality. On waking up to that reality. Sarve dharma vrusha swapne कायस्य अंतर्निदर्शनात् संवृते अस्मिन् प्रवेशे वै भूतानां दर्शनं कृतः. All objects in the dream you see unreal because you see they are inside. They are inside. And there is no space for them to be there. So they are unreal. When you wake up to that dimension, these are also inside. These are also inside. Both are seen. Both are perceptions. That's also a perception. This is also a perception. If in dream it is unreal because of a perception, on waking up also it's a perception. It is not real. You have to wake up to that dimension. न युक्तं दर्शनं गत्वा कालस्य अनियमात् गतौ प्रतिबुद्धश्च वै सर्वः तस्मिन् देशे न विद्यते. Another logic he gives, dream cannot be real because on waking up, you find you are still in the same bed, not in America. You wake up, while you are dreaming you are in America. You don't find you are in America. You are in the same bed. So therefore dream is not real. Same thing, waking also, on waking up to that dimension, this is not real. All this we have done earlier is repeating. Nidra jai tat sammantriya sambuddho na prapadyate gurhitam chapi yatkinchit pratibuddho na pashyati. This is my usual joke I cut. If dream is real, why don't you give me the money that you got in dream? He says, Pratibuddham na krityate. There is nothing for you to grasp. And another example, he says, you have conversed with your friend in the dream. Wake up and ask that friend whether you have conversed with him. You have not. Is it not? But there is a school of thought. I myself listened to that man in a Rotary meeting in Kumbakonam. They believe dream is real. This man's mind goes there and that man's mind both interact. I have heard him say, if both interact on waking up, he should confirm. This mind and that mind should confirm. But there is a school who believes in that. Dream is real. स्वप्ने च अवस्तुकः कायः पृथक् अन्यस्य दर्शनात् यथा कायः तथा सर्वं चित्तदृश्यम् अवस्तुकम्. In dream, you find this body after waking up is unreal. Is unreal. It's not substantial. Avastukam. Avastukam means not substantial. It's only an illusion. Once you accept that, everything else, what you have seen in the dream or the seen. If the body itself, what you have seen is unreal, everything else you have seen are also unreal. Ruhnat Jagritatvat Tad Hetuhu Swapna Ishyate. Tad Hetutvathu Tasyaiva Sat Jagritam Ishyate. Why you believe that dream is real? Because they are nothing but the experiences of your waking world. The various experiences, those impressions are only take that form. So you believe while dreaming they are real because the same impressions have come. While dreaming it seems to be real. Utpadasya aprasidva ajam sarvam udahkrita tacha bhuta abhutasya sambhavasti kathanchana. It says, since through the various logics we raise, you cannot establish creation, it boils down, it's only ajatavada. There is no creation at all, because you are not able to establish. Asat jagrito drishtva swapne pashyati tanmayaha asat swapne drishtva na pratibuddho na pashyati. Unreal things in the waking you see, and the same unreal things you see in the dream. Right? So all things that we experience in waking are seen in the dream. And what is real in that condition is falsified in the other condition. Things seems to real in that particular condition. In that particular condition. Now, this is a lovely verse. Na asti asat hetukam asat. Sat asat hetukam tatha. It's lovely logic. You see this. This one sloka is enough. From unreal, unreal cannot come. It itself is not there. How can unreal come? So from unreal, unreal cannot come. If from unreal, unreal cannot come. If unreal, how can real come? Right? And next, sat hetukum nasti. If something is real, existing, from already existing, how can there be something coming out? It's already existing. First he took unreal. He said, from unreal, unreal cannot come. And so, naturally, from unreal, real cannot come. Now he says, real, existence. From existence, there is no need for existence to come. It's already existing. And tat hetuka nasti, tat hetukum asat kutaha. How can in that condition, from truth need not come. How in that condition, from truth, untruth can come. You see the four statements. From untruth, untruth cannot come. One statement. Second statement, naturally from untruth, truth cannot come. Third statement, from truth, truth need not come. Fourth statement, how can from truth, untruth come? These are the only four possibilities of creation. He has dismissed all the four possibilities. Therefore, there is no creation at all. From asat, asat cannot come. From asat, sat cannot come. From Sat, Sat need not come. From Sat, how can Asat come? From gold, iron cannot come. From gold, iron cannot come. From Sat, because nothing in nature changes its own nature. Okay, we'll see next week. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru.
ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे